Divine Mercy Miracle. Amazing story of mystery nun going viral across the USA and the world. Father, can you go into this room? A relatively young priest is in a hospital visiting some of his parishioners. He is walking down the hallway and a nun stops him and says, Father, can you go into this room? There's a man on his deathbed. He's been here for days. We've asked priest to go in, but he chases everyone away. He doesn't want to talk about Jesus, but he's dying. Could you please visit him? The priest goes in and introduces himself to the patient. The guy erupts and starts cursing at him. He is so angry. I don't want anything to do with you. Get out of here. The priest says, okay, and goes out into the hall. The nun is still there. She says, could you go back in? The priest replies, he doesn't want anything I have to offer. Just give it another chance, pleads the nun. The priest reluctantly re-enters the room. I'm not going to ask if you want to go to confession. I'm not going to ask if you want to take Holy Communion. But is it okay if I just sit here next to your bed and pray the chaplet of divine mercy? The old man replies, I don't care, do whatever you want. The priest sits down and begins softly praying the words of the chaplet. For the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world. For the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world. Suddenly, the man burst out, Stop it! Startled, the priest looks up and asks, Why? Because there is no mercy for me. Why do you think there is no mercy for you? Asked the priest. It doesn't matter, responds the old man. But the priest persists. Why do you think there is no mercy for you? I'll tell you. 25 years ago, I was working for the railroad. My job was to lower the crossing guard arm when a train would come to prevent cars from going on the tracks. But one night I was drunk. I didn't lower the crossing guard arm, and a couple and their 3 young children were on the tracks as the train came, and they were all instantly killed. That was my fault, so there is no mercy for me. I have failed. It is over. The priest just sits there staring at the rosary in his hands. Finally, he asks, Where was this? The man tells him the name of the Polish town. The priest looks up and says, 25 years ago, my mum and my dad were taking my little siblings on a trip. I couldn't go with them. They were driving through the small town. For some reason, the railroad crossing guard arm wasn't lowered. As they were crossing tracks, a train came and killed them all. I lost my whole family that night. The priest gazes intently into the man's face and he says, My brother, God forgives you. Not only that, I forgive you. The man realizes that God's mercy is for him. The priest asks, Would you let me hear your confession and give you the Eucharist? The man makes his confession and receives Holy Communion. 2 days later, he dies. Mercy wins. His failure is not final. The story goes on. It's kind of cool. After giving the man communion, the priest goes into the hallway in search of the nun. He can't find her. The administration tells him, We don't employ any nuns at this hospital. For years, the priest does not know who this nun is. Eventually, he goes to the town of Vilnius, which is where Saint Faustina lived. He goes to the convent to say Mass for the nuns there. He sees a painting on the wall of Saint Faustina and he says, I've met that nun a couple of years ago. No, father, you did not, replies one of the nuns. She's been dead since 1938. The priest then realizes it was Sister Faustina who told him to go into that patient's room, told him to go back again into that room. Failure is not final, not when it comes to Jesus. Jesus is no longer dead. He is risen, and He is ruling over His creation using His almighty power to direct everything in the world to get you safely to that eternal life.